66-year-old Jemima Gomorrahs quietly turned herself into federal prison this week. She will sit behind bars for a month. Her 68-year-old husband, Carlos, is already in jail, his sentence 3 times as long. The U.S. Justice Department for the first time has sent grandparents to prison for what really is the crime of trying to protect their adult daughter, an admitted victim of domestic violence who fled to Brazil with her son.
Sure, they've supported their children, like any grandparent, like any parent would. But they don't control their daughter any more than your parents control every single one of them.
Sure, you may think Marcela Gomorrahs broke the law when she fled the country in the middle of a nasty custody fight. She would argue husband Dr. Chris BRANN was a monster. She has the medical records and pictures of busted walls to prove it.
He has no remorse. He can cry, but he can also kick you. He can hurt you, but he will send flowers. He's a liar that you will not see now even in movies.
Marcela tried to save her marriage before finally filing for divorce. She was protected in court at first until her husband hired the judge's big campaign donor, Bobby Newman. After that, Judge Lombardino ruled the domestic violence, well, it just didn't happen, even though BRANN confessed to it in email. We have called for now former Judge Lombardino to be investigated by the State Judicial Conduct Commission. Since the grandparents' conviction, Dolcefino Consulting is now in another war over secrecy. We've been fighting to find out what Taub Hospital knew about Dr. BRANN. He saw patients there for years. And here's why. BRANN's diaries are full of scary words, emails where he admitted being sexually triggered by female patients, by pelvic exams. Taub is fighting our requests, claiming they will reveal, quoting, highly intimate or embarrassing facts about Dr. BRANN. These requests include emails with BRANN's lawyer, Jared Genzer. Turns out, Taub was willing to share with him details of a past internal investigation of the doctor, but not with you. And that's exactly why we're fighting. Patients at Taub Hospital, taxpayers, you all have a right to see this stuff. When we first asked Harris Health to see the records, a county hospital district official wrote this, quoting, hasn't seen a patient at Taub since November 2017. Thank goodness. Now your Harris County Attorney Vince Ryan is spending your tax money trying to help keep the records secret. That's wrong too. And in the days following their sentencing, Carlos and Jemima Gomorrahs struck back, filing a major lawsuit against their son-in-law. The lawsuit accuses Dr. BRANN of repeated fraud on the court, perjury, slander, false imprisonment. They say he created a false narrative that sent the couple to prison.
This lawsuit is all about the fact that Chris built this house of cards on fundamental lies.
That he lied to the media, that he lied to the courts.
There are times I feel like a failure because I wasn't able to protect my boy.
That he lied to Congress.
I remember, just this financially crippling me.
In his written testimony to the United States Senate, Chris BRANN even complained about the child support to his son after he was ordered to pay $50,000 to little Nico BRANN. Quoting, now, if I go back to Brazil, I'll be arrested, BRANN said. There's a debtor's prison in Brazil, and I would be imprisoned until I paid in full, which I can't afford, so I can't ever see Nico in person again. But this new lawsuit questions whether Dr. BRANN is choosing to spend his money on his new family rather than his son in Brazil.
This house is like a mausoleum to him. Everything reminds me of him. But I will never give up.
Chris BRANN still lives in that mausoleum with his new family, a house his in-laws, the ones he sent to prison, got for him. His new wife is local fashion blogger and real estate agent Laura BRANN. On her Instagram, she's been publicly sharing her lifestyle with Dr. BRANN. Some of those photos are now part of the court petition. Pictures of more than $30,000 worth of expensive purses and handbags. And look at this present from the doctor, a Porsche that starts at $60K. The new Mrs. BRANN shares details of amazing visits to resorts, honeymoon pictures from the Four Seasons in Bora Bora.
He's spending what I consider to be extraordinary sums of money on his current lifestyle with his new bride.
The lawsuit even mentions this Tiffany diamond band, a first wedding anniversary gift from the guy who can't pay child support. Following the lawsuit news conference, Laura BRANN shut down her blog and made her Instagram page private. But her lavish lifestyle is raising questions about whether the doctor can afford to pay child support or simply chooses to spend his money elsewhere.